me ask Dr. Proger, because you work many hours and seem to accomplish a lot. And I only see X number of hours a week, but then I hear about the number of people you've impacted positively as a leader. What are some of your strategies that you're using for time management and to prevent your burnout?
Well, what I'd say is I can't compare to these two because they're getting up at 2 a.m. to consult with somebody in Saudi Arabia. So I'm very impressed. I mean, part of it is the system we have in place here and the people who, I'm just thinking like today I was out at Camden Mastery Charter School, and that was a combination of Matt Injami and Joe Carter setting me up with somebody, a newer BC who we started doing an FBA today, functional behavior assessment, and give some credit to her as well because she said I haven't done one before, and she just got her BC about a month or two ago. So I wouldn't know about that if folks aren't coming to me and telling me about it. So we
that person, that's pretty cool because the person felt confident enough and safe enough to tell you they didn't have the experience that way they didn't have that imposter syndrome that people talk so much about, like, yeah. And you knew where to start with that person training, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things I already told her though, I said, do we have a record review? She's like, yep, I already looked through all that. And that's great. I said, do you have forms selected for collecting ABC data? Yep, we got all that. Who are you going to interview for the FAST? Yeah, we got that all covered. So she's, wherever her training came from, she's well trained already. And I know we do some of that internally, but obviously also from her grad program. But no, it was a fun day. She's going to finish the observation part up next week. We're going to write up the FBA together. And yeah, it's been fun, and I kind of do that every week. I go somewhere different, try to help somebody else out. But you're right, and part of it is the culture here. I think for the most part, people feel comfortable saying, "I don't know how to do that. I've never done one of them before." And we have enough people, and that's one of the beauties of working here. If I don't know how to do a VB map, I can post something on our Facebook page and say, I need somebody to help me out. And within a matter of minutes, typically, I get somebody saying, I'd be glad to come out and do one with you.
Yeah, that's great, having that communication. And like I said, whatever you're doing is making these clinicians feel safe enough to tell you that they don't know. And that's a big deal because too many organizations and ones I've been in myself, I kind of felt like if I told them that somehow my competency would be in question and somehow I would be disciplined in some way or another, and whether that was real or not, that was a fear in my mind. And I think maybe sometimes other newer clinicians have that fear, but I guess it's an attestation to your leadership that they're comfortable doing it. So that's really cool.
Something that Brianna and I are actually going to run in our upcoming leadership meetings is like tips and tricks for transitioning from a CA to a BC. So just kind of giving them those strategies of what it looks like when you transition, some of those antecedent strategies that you can put into place to mitigate a lot of that stress that you might feel, and also letting them know that you're not going to know everything when you pass that test. Mm-hmm. There's such a heavy emphasis on, you passed your exam, here you go out into the field, and then everybody feels like they have to fake it to be able to make it, when in reality, like, it's okay not to know things. Even being a BC for as long as we are, I'm sure there's things that we run into every day that we've never experienced. It's new constantly, and that's okay to ask for help.
That was, I always had that dream. When we started the organization 18 years ago, the dream I always had, because I wanted this, and it was very difficult to reach out to, say, Julie and really get a hold of her, or other colleagues that I went to school at West Virginia with. And in the early stages, I did feel, like we speak about, on an island. And the dream I always had that I see you guys bringing to fruition is so exciting, because whether they're in California or Maine or New Jersey or PA, there's someone that has some level of expertise in the organization that they can reach out to. And the hard part is just making everyone aware of who has a strength. And I think if we keep moving that ball forward little by little, it allows a clinician to not feel isolated. Because when I do interviews, often BCBAs and behavior techs or that's a common concern, that they feel kind of thrown out there to the wolves. I was gonna say, like, maybe to our viewers, can you comment in the comment section, have you experienced that where you're just kind of thrown into situations and not have someone to overlap with you and kind of walk you through it? We'd love to hear that, and then we'd love to reply with some strategies and so forth.
Thank you so much for watching this video. To help share and disseminate the science, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more uploads.